Hi everyone, our project is a collaborative travel website named CoPilot, which assists a client in planning a group trip like for family or business. On our front page, you can read a little bit about us, and we're going to show you what it's like to plan a trip on our site. And this trip will be our group's trip after the full stack graduation. Passing it on to John.
All right, thanks, Chantel. So I'm going to log into the site and create a new trip and add my teammates as co-pilots to help plan the trip. So I click Create Trip and enter basic trip details. I'm calling the trip Fun After Boot Camp. Our destination is Disney World in Orlando. We'll start the day after graduation, October 7th, and stay for a week, October till the 14th. And the purpose is to relax because it's been a grueling 6 months of the boot camp. Now, after I create it, the site asks me who to invite, so I can enter the emails of the teammates. They don't need to be registered on the site to be included. I'm going to invite Lucy and Ian and Constantine. As I add them, an email is sent to notify them. At this point, they would be able to register or log in and start suggesting hotels, restaurants, and activities for the trip. Now, I'm just going to suggest a hotel for the trip. You can see that the page defaults to the trip destination, but that could be changed, as well as sorting by price or rating. But I'm happy with the Marriott Cyprus. It's a beautiful hotel. So we're going to pick this one as my suggestion of where we should stay. And now I'll turn it over to Constantine.
Thank you, John. As an invitee, I received an email from a trip owner with a link to a website. Go to that website. The first I need to do is to register. Fill out the email and the password. Then the website asks me whether I would like to accept that invitation or not. Then I'm accepting the trip. Then go to restaurant and add one to the trip. First, pick the meal, and this automatically adds the default time. Add your description, pick a time. And finally, add the restaurant to the trip. Lucy.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lucy. I'm going to show everybody the activity page of our website. Our tourist activity page is a little different than the restaurant and the hotel page. The main difference here is we added a select a category function to this page. And so I'm going to say I would like a spa for my trip, and I'm going to search the spa around this area. And I find the second place looks interesting. I'm going to schedule a 2 hours in the morning, and I would like that to be the second day of my trip. Once I add it to it, it's going to show on the top of my events. Now this is going to Chantel.
Thanks, Lucy. So I will log into the website as a trip owner named Cody. And from his account, I'm going to show you an example of an itinerary of a trip to Rome that has events that have already been added by the trip's attendees. On the top, you can see all the general information about the trip, and on the left, you can see any attendees that have been invited but who have been confirmed or not confirmed yet. On the right side, you can see all the suggested events for any given day by the users. And then I will go ahead and move on to our finalized trip page. From here, I can open up voting to allow voting to open up the opinions for everyone. And once all the voting comes in, I'm going to go ahead and finalize the page on the bottom. Finalize the trip. Moving on to Ion.
Thank you, Chantel. Now that all the events have been added and the trip is finalized, we can add the events we will participate into our personal calendars. So let us go to the calendar, and there we have chosen IQ Hotel Roma, and we're going to add it to our Google Calendar. Now that it's been saved, we're going to be able to view this event in our Google Map as well. Now that we're on our events map, we can see all of the events that we have chosen as a group that can be shown in Rome, Italy. Finally, let's look at our summary slide. We used all the normal software that has been taught to us in Full Stack Bootcamp, and at the same time, we also added some few extra things like Google Maps, Google Places, and the Yelp API, and we saved a lot of our time using multiple NPM add-ons. And some of the major lessons that we learned in this group project is plan before you code and React hooks rocks. We'd like to thank everyone for listening to our presentation. We appreciate it. Thank you.